So I'm Fiona.
Hi, I'm Ernie.
And we're from Ernie and Fiona Photography. As many of you actually probably watching this video know. So we've been getting a lot of questions about all kinds of stuff about business, about photography, about how we balance our lifestyle, family and work, entrepreneurship, and all that jazz. So we thought we'd start making a video once a week to kind of touch on some topics. And if you guys have things that you have questions about, you can leave them in the comments. You can send us a DM or whatnot, and we'll make sure we get it on film. But today, I thought it'd be a really great idea to talk about how we got started.
Go for it.
Right.
How did we get started?
You're such a cheese ball. So, I'm the better storyteller of the two, obviously. Okay. And if you don't want a caveman story, that is.
I took picture. I take picture. I got camera. I take picture.
No, you can't do that. No. Oh, that's from Staying With You. Anyways, so we had a gal living with us. Oh my gosh, like 5 years ago. About 4.5.
Something like that.
Anyways, we're coming up on our anniversaries and we have to look at our calendar. But so she was living with us and dating someone at the time, and they got engaged. Anyways, so she was trying to save up money and whatnot. So she had this camera lying around, and I was like, hey. Okay, truth of the story is I actually wanted to start a photography business when my son was about 9 months old. And when I brought it to my so supporting husband, he laughed at me and said I could take a class. And I was like, ew. Anyways, so fast forward to when we had my daughter. And my daughter, how old was Sarai at the time? Probably like 6 months.
Probably. Or
maybe 4 months. But anyway, she was a baby. And this gal wanted to save up some money and have a camera. So I said, hey, don't pay rent. Put your rent towards whatever that you need to pay or save up for or whatever. And I'll take your camera. So I walked downstairs with this camera, and Ernie's like, where did you get that from? And I was like, oh my gosh.
Say your Ernie voice?
Well, kind of. When you're a little upset, you get a little deeper. Yeah, like that. That's kind of funny. That's kind of true though. Whoa. And I was like, oh, don't worry about it, babe. And his exact words to me was, I'm worried about it.
Ah.
Do you remember saying that?
Yeah.
And I was like,
that's awesome.
Anyways, but the deal was already done, and like I'm a woman of my words. I'm not gonna go back on a deal. Anyways, all I knew is I needed to get a camera in his hands, and I knew we would have a photography business. So I knew that Ernie would fall in love with it because we've always done photography, we've always done creative stuff.
Yeah.
So with that, I put the camera in his hands. And he hoarded it from me for like 2 weeks.
I was a magician from the start.
Right. Sorry, you can't step in front of the camera as a second shooter.
Yeah. Honestly, that was awful at the start. We
really
brought
good.
it. Yeah.
Ew.
I started bringing it around. It was at church when I started using it the most.
Yeah, we helped run the youth ministry at the time.
So I remember we had this huge event for church at youth, and it was one of the first times I really brought the camera out, and I brought it and I took photos, and I took over 1,000 photos of this event, and I remember getting back to the house, and I had maybe two photos that were actually usable. And from there I was like, oh my gosh. But those 2 were like, these are so good, I need to figure out how to consistently create these images, and that's where my obsession began.
On your defense, though, it was massive low light. Like, it wasn't ideal for a beginner.
Oh, for sure.
So.
But they were garbage.
Hot garbage. Except for one really epic photo.
Yeah,
of our
I'll try
friend.
to put it on this video.
You'll have to find it in our database.
For
so,
sure.
Anyway, so we just kept practicing. And then we were like, hey, let's begin.
Alright, so that's how we got into photography.
Yeah, and the balance. But we were going to talk about what we believe in. Kind of
Why we do it and things like that. But you know what, we're going to have to save that for the next time. And where did wisdom go?
At the end of the day, it's never too late to wake up and go towards your dream. It takes hard work. Yeah, and you do it.
Just do it.
No, you can't say just do it because it's Yankee. You can do it! Where's that from? Quote that thing. If there's anything that you want us to talk about, let us know if you have questions or anything like that. Let us know. You can leave it in the messages or the comments below. You can also DM us, and we're going to be tracking a list so that we touch base. And it could be from anything from photography, business, personal life. We're kind of an open book, so.
What kind of shoes I wear?
If you don't know that, you don't know Ernie.
Oh yeah.
Bye.